Groceries are too goddamn expensive and I'm tired of it. Trevor, you and I are pretty good cooks, huh?
Outstanding, I'd say.
I think we've won most of the major cooking awards.
Then there's quite a few of them.
And the IACPs.
And the beard.
The ICPs.
IC France.
What's the IC London?
IC London, IC France.
Doo-doo in your underpants. And that's why today we're gonna try and make a really good spaghetti and meatballs,
yes.
right?
If we can afford
if we can afford the damn spaghetti and meatballs because groceries are too expensive.
Guys, I hope that you caught that whole intro lead up was to the concept of this episode about the price of groceries. Josh, take it away.
Thank you so much for teaming me up, Trevor. What I came here to tell you is that groceries are really damn expensive, and we grew up watching a lot of The Price is Right when we faked sick from school. And so what we're going to do is we are going to guess the price of the normal groceries that it would take to make a pretty good spaghetti and meatballs. And then the winner, whoever gets closest to that, gets to win that item, and the loser gets the cheaper version of that. So there's a couple things right now. I want to see if using like the normal name brand pasta sauce and fresh basil and fresh garlic is actually worth it for your spaghetti and meatballs. But then I also want to see how out of touch you and I are with how much things actually cost at our local grocery store.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably pretty out of touch.
I put grapes back the other day. I self-checked out, this is real, I self-checked out and it was $18 and I went, no way! And I freaking walked them back. That's crazy. Yeah, don't go to Whole Foods and buy grapes.
Oh, yeah, okay, there's your number one problem.
Yeah, if we were putting grapes in the spaghetti and meatballs from Whole Foods, somebody held them up, I'd say $1 million. And I'd be right. And then, Trevor, we're gonna have a culinary expert.
Culinary expert.
Wow. We thought about getting a chess expert, but instead we got a culinary expert to come in and tell us which plate of spaghetti is better, and then we can learn along the way which items are actually worth buying the name brand stuff.
Heck yeah. Look at us cooking and trying to learn a couple things along the way.
Classic Mythical Kitchen, cooking and learning with Josh and Trevor.
Look at us.
Because, some people think we're dumb.
A lot of you.
But we're not. In fact, I'm Josh.
And I'm Trevor.
And we're
Wicked Smile.
We're so back, baby. Let's cook a goddamn spaghetti.
Yes.
Trevor, we're going to start by making the sauce.
Yes. For pasta spaghetti.
Pasta spaghetti, that's what they call it. So here we have San Marzano tomato. So we tried not to get like the top of the line thing. Yeah. Like this isn't the most expensive olive oil. This is like an olive oil that's pretty popular right now. Yeah. That's the name brand that people would want. Ditto with the tomatoes. Now, how much do you think these tomatoes cost? We're playing Price is Right rules, so closest you can get to the accurate price without going over.
Here's the thing. I think I might be pretty good at this. I've been playing a lot of Costco. Anyone for Costco? One of the dolls? It's a website. It's like a daily game, but it gives you like an item from Costco, and then you have to guess the price.
You've been playing a grocery price guessing game every day?
Not every day. And also, it doesn't really help because it's like stuff in bulk and it's Costco prices, which doesn't really.
That's still a lot more training than I've been doing.
Okay, well, then I feel pretty good. You haven't been training. I don't know why you haven't been training. I didn't even know we were doing this today. And I've still been training more than you.
How many dolls did you go through?
Yeah, there's a
Trevor,
game.
How much do you think this tomato can costs?
I almost picked it up because I wanted to look at the ounces, but the price is right under there.
Yeah. This is a 28 ounce can, right?
28 ounce can of crushed tomato.
Are they crushed? Ounces of cans.
Are they
crushed or whole? They're whole.
They're whole. I'm thinking $4.49.
I think this is above that. I would say this costs $4.79 at the store.
$4.79. Okay.
This costs $4.79. Shall we look at it?
I've got a 30-cent gap here. Yeah, let's see.
$8.99? What could the banana cost, Michael? $10?
This is
$9? Hey, how much does no $9? Who's buying this? Italians?
You just have buy the jar of tomato sauce.
Jar of tomato sauce. This is San Marzano. Most of them are fraudulent, run by the mob.
Wait, okay. Should we look at this? Should we look at this one? Because now this is
I'm
mine.
gonna say this would cost $3.89.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
What is
well,
this?
with now with what? No, we know.
This is $7.99.
This is $6.49. $2.07. $2 a day.
What the? I don't think I've ever bought this brand.
Wow.
Well, hey,
probably because it's so dang expensive. All right.
We got the fresh basil plant.
Keep your crap over there. Expensive.
I avoid buying a whole live plant. So my guess on this is going to be maybe a little rough. I'm going to say $5.99.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah, so I have no idea. I buy it in like either the little packets.
Same.
Surely basil has to be expensive. I mean, look at this is beautiful basil. I'm gonna guess that this is, in the spirit of the game, I'm gonna guess actually what I think it is. I think it's $9.49.
This is almost $10.
I think that was almost $10.
That's
a can of
throwing me
tomatoes.
way off.
A can of tomatoes.
How much we got? $4.69. Okay, so we both went over, but I was closer.
Yeah.
So I get this.
I feel like that should be more expensive than that. This is gonna be.
Spices are insane.
They're
the variance on
really-
spices is crazy. It can be either $2 or it can be like 12. But I'm saying this one is probably, it's organic, so maybe $5.99.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go $5.49. $4.69.
$4.69. Okay. Dried basil and Hunt's, like, that's still gonna be a delicious tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Olive oil. Now this could make or break the dish. This is Graza. This is a new school. Although is this drizzle or sizzle?
This is sizzle, bro.
It's a sizzle.
This is sizzle.
Olive oil is one of those things, man, that like at the top end, it's very, very expensive. Even a good mid-level brand is still quite expensive. I'm going to say $21.99.
Whoa! Oh my
This is
goodness.
$22.
That's crazy because I have this olive oil at home actually.
How much you pay for it?
And I've had it for a while. I don't go through it that fast.
Oh yeah, inflation.
I'm gonna go $18.99.
That was not gonna guess.
Wow. Okay.
I think that's what do we got.
21.
Oh, he's good. Oh, he's good. Oh, he's so good.
Well, you got all the freaking good
all the good
ingredients,
stuff.
man. I got the Pompeian. They all died.
What's that? Yeah, they died in the soil of Mount Vesuvius.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that. What does Pompeii cost these days? $7.49.
I mean, this is also a smaller bottle. I'm gonna go $10.49.
$9.99. Yeah, so. Is this a pure olive oil or blend?
Sure.
Oh, it's pure olive. It's pure olive. I mean, I got. My sketty's about to be out of the park, man. It's gonna be great.
All right. Well, we'll see if you got the cooking chops to back it up there, buddy. I'm feeling good today.
Whoa.
I'm feeling good today.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
Your spaghetti twisted hands are just nice and warm.
I'm getting it ready, bro.
All right.
I'm warming up.
We gotta make sauce now.
Yeah.
We have our ingredients. I got all the good stuff. You got all the bad stuff.
Okay, grow up.
And we're just gonna get this going. We're making it really simple. We're just gonna do a little bit of garlic and the olive oil, a little bit of chili flake.
Yeah.
Take this off.
Yeah, that makes sense. Dude, you got the
$21.99.
freaking squeeze. I love this because of the little, I gotta pour mine in like a goober. bro.
They really did a good thing when they put that squeeze bottle on the olive oil. And it's kind of incredible that nobody did that before.
Yeah, they made you buy the olive oil and then they're like, now buy a different glass bottle and put it in that.
And
I'm
I've
like,
been doing that. I'd had a different glass bottle.
How much did you put all the garlic? I'm copying your
all the
homework,
garlic.
bro.
Yeah. I put all the garlic. We're doing all 3 cans of tomatoes in here. We're gonna let that really cook down. And I like a garlicky basil tomato sauce. I'm also probably going to add some basil stems to this while it cooks.
I would.
You know, hey Trevor, you don't got any stems in there?
Yeah, well, I reckon there's a couple stems.
Probably a
in
couple
there.
stems in there. I'm actually gonna add a little bit of pasta water.
Wow, you're crazy.
I'm a big fan of adding pasta water early on. Then I think the garlic cooks down gently. You know what I mean?
I see. You know what? I'm not gonna do that, bro.
You know what's
Who's
hey?
gonna stop me?
You know what's a meme of that the kids have been saying that I like?
Oh yeah.
They say, this is an incredible use of free will. Children, I really enjoy that you're doing that. I find that a delightful turn of phrase and quite poetic.
Look at Josh keeping up with the parlance of the youth.
Keeping up with the parlance of the youth. You ever see that clip of me with Cinna explaining 6'7" to me?
No.
That was a great time. Thank you,
Sounds
Cinna, for
really
explaining what
good, yeah.
6'7" is.
And what is
Like
6'7", Josh? For those of us that don't know.
So it is an obscure reference to a rap song. 6'7", I believe, is used as a non-sequitorial turn of phrase, mostly to establish an in-group, out-group relationship with people who don't get it.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty trenchant analysis of 6'7".
Thanks, man.
Yeah. 6'7" became like a kind of a philosophical thing for me because I think every time I hear 6'7", I go, 6'7", 6'7".
Sure.
And Raven doesn't like 6'7", my fiance.
Why not?
Well, that's what I said. I think that there's something about like You can either choose to have joy when you hear 6-7, or you
Sure.
can choose to be annoyed when you hear 6-7.
Those are the two options
Like
that we
you-
get in life. And you know what that is, Trevor?
What's that?
That is a great use of free will.
Oh, yes it is.
Looping it back around. I'm gonna mash these with my hands.
Cool, dude.
This is how the Italians do it. You ever see them, the Italians? Feels nice. I'm gonna get a rash, but that's all right. How are you doing over there? That garlic feels pretty brown, man. You doing good?
What are you talking?
Nothing,
Are you
I'm
talking
just-
about mine,
A
bro?
little bit, yeah.
Because actually, you can look at it right here, and it's not. You dork. Yeah, you know what?
that's crazy.
I got my little freaking chili flake going in there. Reckon maybe it's about time for my tomatoes that I don't have to crush with my hands because I'm making a financially conscious
yeah.
decision, fiscally responsible.
Do you want to go to the gathering of the Juggalos with me?
No.
All right. Hey, do you want to go to the gathering of the Juggalos with me? Hey, Winnie, what are you doing next gathering of the Juggalos? All right, we're pouring all of our tomatoes in. Someday I'm gonna get someone to go
God,
with me. I'm
splash
so
on me.
sorry. Everyone wants to go to
Jesus.
the Ren Fair. No one wants to go to the goddamn gathering of the Juggalos.
Don't have anything to
Covered in
wear.
tomatoes. I'm the only person that hasn't been to the Ren Fair now.
They've got beer there.
And there's a woman that'll hit you and pour beer in your mouth.
Yeah.
I've seen the videos.
Bet you'd like that, you little freak.
No, don't say that. I don't. Now it's too real, and now I don't like it. No, I don't like it. I'm gonna drop a little bit of salt in my tomatoes. I think now I'm just gonna let this run. Do you want to give my premium tomatoes a taste?
No.
To taste my
Don't
premium
ask me to
tomatoes.
taste your premium tomatoes.
Come on, man. Go to the Ren Fair, taste some premium tomatoes together. It's really good.
Yeah.
You wanna try it?
I want to. No, I don't want to try yours.
Come
I
on,
wanna
you wanna try a
mine.
little bit?
No,
Come on.
I'm not gonna try it, dude.
All right. I'm eating from both sides. Well, sauce is sizzling. We gotta make some meatballs. And we're gonna finish the meatballs cooking in the sauce.
Yeah, don't worry about me and trying mine.
I'm gonna try yours.
No, you can't, bro.
Why? I wanna try it. Shoot, that's great. I gotta put some basil in mine. Hold on.
Tastes like tomatoes, man.
You guys aren't gonna believe this tech. Check it out. Basil. I'm gonna tie it in a knot. Shit. Broke. Okay, and then we're just gonna put that knot. Gonna put that knot of basil in there. Okay, on the real, I know I joke around, but I like the technique of leaving a very stemmy piece of basil in there to add some aroma through my sauce. Okay, this is gonna sizzle, simmel.
Simmel.
This is gonna simmel a little bit.
And meatballs.
Jimmy Simmel live, and then we're gonna go ahead and by the time this comes out, he's gonna be off the air. Anyways, we're gonna cook some meatballs, simmer in the sauce. What was that? I don't know. Is that a groan or a moan?
I just thought I'd try something silly.
Well, hey, we got beef.
Yep.
Not you and I, not in terms of conflict, but we have beef. Don't look at it. Don't look.
93% lean,
90
7% fat.
That's
okay?
right. So this is a pretty lean beef, but this is 100% grass-fed Angus ground beef versus just your classic 80/20 store ground. So the winner,
See it.
really gonna taste the beef on this meatball. Trevor, how much do you think this beef costs? This is 16 ounces, or colloquially known as 1 pound.
This is $9.49.
No antibiotics ever, pasteurized, 100% natural. I'm trying to figure out how fancy of a brand this is. Always free from animal hormones, open nature. I think $10.99. I think this is $10.99 for how fancy and organic this brand is.
All right, reveal it.
13.24.
24, bro.
24. Wait, that's not Costco rules.
What are we doing, dude?
What's go-
What are we
I would
doing?
never buy anything that was priced like this. Because I just assumed that like somebody made a mistake. Like they were having a stroke and tried to type 1, 2, 3, 4. Or, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. Well, okay, so I get the good one again.
Freshness date, user freeze. What's the date today, everyone? It's Cinco de Mayo.
Hey, felicidades.
This expires in 4 days, so
Gotta
we're pretty good, yeah.
make those meatballs quick. Okay, so this is 2.25 pounds.
a lot of pounds.
Say that.
Bro, I have so much more beef than you.
I don't. I'm gonna say 5.49. So I'm gonna say 11 plus a quarter. I'm gonna say this is actually cheaper. I'm gonna say $12 even.
Really? I'm going 14.49.
Do you even get anything for?
$6.80.
Get the hell out of here. This is $3 a pound. This is even less than $3 a pound. That's cheapest meat I've seen in years.
That's crazy. There we go.
All right.
Egg time.
Happy Egg Co. Free range. I buy a lot of eggs.
Oh, I don't buy a lot of eggs.
This is a great egg brand. This is, in fact, my favorite egg brand. I think this is only $7.99.
All right.
I think this is deceptively affordable, which is crazy. That's affordable now.
crazy. Inflation.
I think this is $8.
You say, you piece of shit.
I gotta get a win, man.
Fucking asshole.
I
$8.
gotta win, man.
I guess $7.99 US $8 you piece of shit.
Let's see it. $8.99. That's a win for Trevor.
Dang it. What is this? $3.49? $2.99. Yeah.
$2.99.
Yeah, that's like pretty. The eggs are down to $2.99 again. All right, you know. Garlic. Couldn't tell you how much garlic costs. I'll tell you what. I've been buying. This is disgusting to me. I've been buying the pre-peeled garlic, not the jarlic. Oh. They're selling vacuum sealed pre-peeled garlic.
That's reason.
I've been buying that for the last maybe 25 years.
That's fair, man.
Yeah. I haven't peeled a garlic in ages.
Garlic is so cheap.
Shout out Christopher Ranch.
This has got to be like $1.49.
Real eaters now. You said Unk is a real eater to me on Instagram. What did that mean?
It means you, Unk.
Yeah. Uncle, term of affection.
Yeah, are a real eater. You know how to eat, man.
You should see me at a hometown buffet. Unk is a real eater. Garlic, how much you think?
I said $1.79. $1.79.
I'm saying $1.80.
Okay. 99 cents.
Wow. Trevor gets the real garlic.
Yes.
I'm getting the damn squeezy garlic.
Oh, I gotta mince my own.
Yeah, that sucks. I'm pretty glad.
You want a tray?
What does this cost? I'm gonna say $2.99.
$4.29.
$5.99 for this? You're paying $5.99 for dry. I regret ever defending garlic. This is a lot of garlic for sure.
1 teaspoon equals 1 clove. That's cool that they give you the thing on there. Because I never know.
Wait, I'll come over. I'll jar your lick for a nominal fee. You know, because we're paying so much damn money, and I'm gonna leave the xanthan gum out. Give me that.
Yeah, it's yours, buddy.
Shoot. Well. Let's get to balls. Trevor, what's your favorite way to electronically receive letters about the news?
Email.
An email?
Newsletter.
Oh my God. We have a Mythical Kitchen email-based newsletter.
Shut up!
Sign up for it. No, it's actually, okay, we actually put a lot of effort into it. We're actually very proud of it. It's cool. You can see like behind the scenes content from Mythical Kitchen. We're sharing recipes. It's very cool. And like someone named Elisa works on it and she's really wonderful. So please, for Elisa's sake, not mine. You don't care about us. They don't care about us.
Dude, this is the first time I'm hearing about this.
Give me your email. You have an email.
I do, yeah.
And then we'll get you signed up for it, buddy.
Cool, thank you, yeah.
All right.
Wait, what are you making?
Meatballs.
Cool.
Meatballs. We're making a
Obviously.
panade. We're making a panade. Can I tell you what? I make so many meatballs at home, I never do this. But what happened is we did a meatball myth munchers.
I've never done this either, to be clear.
Yeah.
But this is what you found is the best way.
It is 100% unequivocally the best way. You soak the milk in the bread. It's a technique called a panade or panade in Italian, and it makes your meatballs so wonderful. I never do this at home. I never have bread like this on hand.
Because a lot of people are using the breadcrumbs. And this is the bread wets.
This is the bread wets. Well, this is better because you don't really need dries, right? You just need this. Actually, it's like a moist maker.
A moist maker.
It's a moist maker.
You and me both. Cutting your beef in the bowl. That's on the induction.
Sure, I'm trying to cut the beef, I guess.
Okay, I gotta use about 2 pounds of this 2.25.
Hey, Trevor, there's no, wait, sorry, I was about to do a bit.
No, go ahead, man.
Oh, now it's stupid. I feel like, no, you were telling me about meatballs. Okay, you should tell him about the meatballs.
What?
You should tell me. You were telling him about the meatballs, and then I interrupted you rudely.
I wasn't saying anything about the meatballs.
Okay, hey, there's no I in Angus beef, but there is an us.
There's not an I in Angus beef, but there is in us?
Oh, sorry, not there is an I in us. There is an us in Angus ground beef.
But there is an us.
There's an us.
And there's an us.
Yeah,
I see.
Not
an us. Not an us.
An us.
An us.
All right, so we got some cheese, which I just learned about. In
You're going to your car. Also, this was minced for me.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So I'll tell you what, this is interesting because I use a lot of garlic, but this This has a bunch of thickener in it. This has xanthan gum, so it's kind of coming out like creamed corn.
That's crazy.
I've never
Because
seen
I
that
get the
before.
garlic in the jar.
Same, hence
and it's
garlic.
the wet.
Yeah.
And it's the wet, not the goo.
And a lot of people say that garlic sucks. It's not as good as fresh garlic. It's not as potent. A lot of people think it tastes very oxidized. I think like a meatball is the perfect example of when you should use garlic. And that's not me just, oh, check this out. New kid parlance just dropped, huffing copium. I'm not just huffing copium. They're still saying that?
People are still saying copium, yeah.
So I'm not just huffing copium because I think garlic works because you're putting 10 ingredients. You're soaking bread and milk. You're adding eggs to it. You know what I mean? You're putting salt in there. You're not gonna really like taste the freshness of the garlic. You're eating it with sketty.
Sounds like something a guy who doesn't have fresh garlic would say.
That is, man. It really is. Trevor, what say you about garlic?
Well, like I said, I have it in my fridge, and I think, yeah, it's fine to use.
And he has perfect opinions.
Like, I think, like, it's good.
Put
I
'em
don't
on a
always
candle.
want to mince my own garlic.
Put them on a devotional candle. All right, we've booled up our ball. Egg quality's not gonna matter for this.
How big are you making your balls, man?
I
like
think
making 'em-
probably. You like big balls?
I do. Like, how about that? How's that size? That feels right.
Yourself?
I'm seeing a notable difference in how ours look, and I think that is coming down to the ground beef.
Balls are kind of misshapen a little bit.
Will happen, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
I think my sauce is gonna really carry me pretty far. Trevor got the worst ground beef, but I think it's actually going to make it better because it's just gonna be fattier and juicier. Mine's leaner, it's grass-fed. I don't know if I want that in a meatball. I'm worried about your tomatoes. I'm worried your tomatoes are gonna be.
I'm worried about the tomatoes as well.
Yeah.
I think that's like I'm feeling good about the meatballs.
I feel good about the balls.
I feel good about the balls.
I wouldn't recommend turning meatballs live with your hands like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
But it's just sort of what happened.
Unfortunately I've done something silly here.
What's
and
that?
I've just flipped them. So now I'm sort of creating a burger.
Yeah, well, no, I'm just creating a sort of triangle. Anyways, we're gonna finish searing off these balls. We're gonna get it cooked. We're gonna finish them in the sauce. Check back in a sec. We're making garlic bread.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, I don't know how much any of this costs. Am I buying bread at home? Not really. I almost only buy tortillas.
I should know how
cook
much
at
this
home?
costs. I should
How the
know.
hell do I cook at home?
But I don't remember anything. And I feel like you grocery shop probably more than me. And I feel like that's been clear based on how I've gotten like one good ingredient.
How much do you think this La Brea Bakery Tuscan loaf? Shout out to Nancy Silverton, founder of La Brea Bakery. She had to sell it to another company because she lost all her money in Bertie Madoff's Ponzi scheme. How much do you think this costs?
I don't know. How much does a freaking loaf of bread cost? I'm gonna say that costs $7.99.
$7.99. I was gonna say $5.99 for this nice big Tuscan loaf.
Yeah, sure.
$5.99. Let's see what we got. $8.90. You paid $9 for a goddamn loaf of bread? Yes. Yes. $9,
dude. You get the hot dog buns, bro.
You guys knew this was $9?
Yes.
The hell?
Hey, baby.
How much does the hot dogs cost? I'd say $3.49. If this is more than $3.49, we're hitting the streets.
$3.50.
$5.59 for hot dog buns?
Get the pitchforks.
What is going on?
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm really pumped about this, though. I think this is a big get for me.
Can I snack on it? One piece, dude. I gotta make. Give me a bite. Give me a bite. Land O' Lakes butter. This is short for Land of Lakes.
Oh, okay. Well,
Sure.
now with that information,
Made in California? Why is this not made in Minnesota? That's
because
the
it's
Land
real
O'Lakes.
California milk.
I get that, and
It's not real Minnesota milk.
I
man.
grew up on the California dairy commercials. Happy cow. What is it? Good. Happy cheese comes from happy cows. Happy cows come from California, or something like that.
$4.49.
I'm saying $4.99. Name brand butter. $4.99. $7.90. What the hell?
Really? Wait, really?
$8 for a pound of butter?
That's ridiculous. Yeah, you don't need to get. Sorry,
Imperial. This used to be 99 cents. When I was a kid, it was 99 cents.
Okay.
I'm saying now that means it's $2.79.
$1.
$1.99. Damn. Whoa. Imperial. So this is margarine sticks. So
So that's mine.
that's yours.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I kind of wish we could just trade. Can I trade you? I'd rather have. I think the margarine pairs better with the ballpark hot dog bun.
I'll trade you.
I want this because the real butter on the hot dog bun's not gonna taste right.
Yeah.
When I was making hot dog bun garlic bread, I was using Imperial sticks. Get that right. Finally,
Okay.
the Bel Gioioso cheese. Yes, that is
The
pronounced
Parmesan.
Bel Gioioso.
Bel Gioioso Parmesan.
Parmesan.
I think that's $8.99.
I'm
bro.
spending money on cheese. If I'm getting a pecorino or a Parmesan, because to me that's the first thing that hits your palate when you're eating the skit. So I'm buying the like $21 a pound real pecorino. Did that yesterday.
Wow.
Wonderful.
Wow.
This is almost a class of cheese that I would never get.
Cool.
You know the kind of Thanks. I don't know. Sorry. How many pounds? 5 ounces?
5 ounces. 5 ounces.
This is $5.99.
Whoa!
It's cheaper. $6.99. I win?
I guess, yeah.
I want to trade you. This because this Parmesan cheese, I have no idea. I haven't, full disclosure, have not bought this probably since I was 12 years old. Like and we didn't even get the Kraft brand. The Kraft brand was a step up. This feels like a comedy bit. Where I'm like, when my daddy died, he didn't leave a will, he left a bill, which is true. I got a lot of calls from bill collectors. But anyways, we would always get the store brand of this, so I have no idea how much this costs. I'm saying, what, $4.99? It's because it's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
$5.99.
$5.99.
This is more expensive than that cheese.
Yeah, this is. That's less expensive. Close though.
I feel very comfortable with my haul.
Yeah, no, I feel comfortable with mine too. I ended up with all the best ingredients because you didn't want them, so.
Okay, so those are still my ingredients, but I'm cooking with Trevor's ingredients.
Yes, because he wants to.
Because I want to turn this garlic into a paste. Because if we're making whole garlic bread, right? You're not gonna put chunky cloves of garlic in a garlic bread. You gotta make this into a paste, and then now I can add value to your lives. I've already told you about the existence of newsletters.
Yes, yeah.
And I can
Really
add value to
important
their
stuff.
lives by showing them how to make a garlic paste. Check this out. You put the salt.
I'm familiar.
What do you mean you're familiar? Because I said you should turn this into a paste. You
just said turn it
"How
into
would
a
I-"
paste, and I was
you
like,
said,
how?
how would I turn that into a paste?
And then you pulled out the knife, and I was like, oh, you're gonna use that technique.
Use the technique. Well, Trevor, do you want to do it?
No,
Okay.
I'm not passionate
Turn
about
your
it like you are.
face. I'm so passionate about
How would you
this.
like me to do? I don't want to sabotage you. A stick and this.
There's almost no wrong way you can do it. Yeah, and my garlic's already squeezing from a tube.
Okay.
So yeah,
gonna do my best
You know,
here.
make it a little green, a little yellow, a little brown, and now you just take your knife. You use the salt to express some of that moisture out, and then you just sort of like grind this into a nice smooth paste and keep chopping. You know, sometimes I do a little double tap technique.
Yeah.
You know, one of those.
Oh yeah, I do that.
Kind of here, kind of here,
Yeah.
kind of here. That's fun.
Yeah. This looks crazy, man. Yeah. I could finish up on mine if you want to come.
Yeah, come over.
Doctor
Yeah.
yours.
What do we got going on? Threw the towel right behind me, dude. What did you now tell me? What do we got going on here?
Well, there's one stick of Marge,
Sure.
and then I just kind of eyeballed some cheese, garlic, and then put all that green stuff in there, whatever that is.
I haven't had this in a while. This is good. This is a lot better than the store brands I grew up with. You know what I'm talking about? The store brand? The store brand just got 80% more wood. This one, frankly, almost not enough wood. I think this is about what I want out of this.
Cheesies. This spoon thing's gonna make my forearm tired.
Did you grow up eating hot dog bun garlic bread? Or did you have parents that loved you? When's the last time we made a laminated pastry in here, huh?
I don't know. Would it be the cronut that we made?
When we did because there was the cronut, but then we also did a croissant bun for the cheesesteak. That was awesome.
Oh,
dude.
that was awesome. You want this?
Yeah, dude. Trevor. That's crazy, dude.
That's awesome.
Put it back. No, we're tempting fate, dude. We can't. All right, cool. We're gonna pop that in the oven. I'm gonna wash myself because I got butter all over my hands.
Hey everyone, Josh is washing his hands. Everybody give it up in the room. Everybody clap it up. Leave a comment below. Wow, proud of you, Josh, for washing your buttery hands. And we'll see you when this garlic bread is nice and golden brown and crispy.
Everyone, I promised a culinary expert, and we found one. We have Noah Gluten, author of Grill Time.
We had that just in the drawer.
It was in the drawer the whole time. Yeah, I was worried that you were gonna find it. It was a surprise for you. It also co-author of the Mythical Cookbook. You know,
Yes.
Noah. Thanks for being here, man. Do you got anything to say about the book other than that?
It's a great book. This is the food that I feed my family and friends. It's how to grill everything from like quick weeknight dinners to big weekend project dinners. Every single recipe has a photo, which is awesome.
That's big. That's rare too.
And,
they try and dissuade you from doing that.
Yeah, and I got to learn from some of the best chefs in the world. I got to learn from amazing people in my career. One of them might be standing here. No,
Did you ever reference me in here?
I can't remember. Probably.
No, we got 2 plates of spaghetti and meatballs.
Yeah.
You've been roughly briefed on what happened. Trevor and I guessed the price of groceries. They're mix and match. Yeah. And so you're going to taste each dish.
Do I get bonus points if I can pick out which ingredient is better in each one?
Absolutely. And so like I can tell you like in the sauce is the canned tomatoes, the basil, and the olive oil that we used. And then minimal other ingredients in the sauce.
Were either of these or both finished with fresh olive oil at the end?
No, they were not.
Okay, that's going to make it a lot harder.
That's a fair point.
Yeah. Don't worry about the olive oil.
And then the meatballs we did the beef, the eggs, and the garlic. So one's fresh
Okay.
garlic, one's garlic. And then the garlic bread. I mean, it's pretty, and the hot dog bun.
Yeah, which one's the hot dog?
Yeah, man, who knows? Yeah, one's margarine, one's butter, and then
Cheese.
Cheese, yeah, one's
Shaker cheese.
shaky cheese.
And then,
Yeah, the bread should be pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But the meatballs specifically and the sauce, I'm curious to see. And then we use the same spaghetti.
Can I judge visually first?
Yeah, please.
The browning on these are much better, I think, if that's what you're looking for.
You wanted that brown?
I'm just saying it is browner.
Fair point.
This looks well incorporated. I like, there is like a chunky hand crushed feel to the tomatoes, which I appreciate. I see that on both. All right, so I dive in.
Yeah.
Dive in, yeah.
Do I start with the bread first?
However you normally eat a plate of spaghetti.
Well, I guess I'd put a hot dog in this. Is that?
That makes sense. I mean, that's begging to have a whole meatball shoved
Can
in
I
there.
try
Yeah.
it? If you're having it,
I literally ate this off camera, and I immediately was transported back to horrible memories of childhood. Yeah.
Wow.
It's definitely margarine.
It tastes like my dad getting fired from Rite Aid because she was stealing too much ice cream.
Today I learned that the bread and the butter matter more than the garlic on garlic bread.
I think so.
I guess I'll try the balls now. Okay. Let's do a
We were
little.
inspired by Buca de Beppo.
Oh, that's the mouth of the hole? Is that what that means?
No, it's Giuseppe's Little Hole. But hole also means more like a funky little joint, like a hole in the wall.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like Giuseppe's Little Hidden Taverna. Like that's what it translates to.
That's
I went really deep down Giuseppe's hole for that one.
Personally, I like a meatball that has some kind of crumble to it that's not overly dense. This one is definitely a denser ball. I'm going component by component, side by side.
What's going on there?
It's not a quality I would look for in a meatball. It's more loaf than ball, I feel like,
yeah.
flavor-wise. That's a superior meatball. The texture, the crumble, it's softer. There's a density to that. There's like you guys might have played around with it, tossing it around like an old baseball before.
We did that with the butter. Actually.
Yeah, we actually did toss the butter.
I nailed a sick behind the back pass to him.
Well, that comes through, obviously.
Yeah.
That's in the...
Aerated butter. I'm curious, is that telling you anything about the quality of beef?
Not necessarily. I think the quality of the beef matters less unless you're really going for it. There's like a level of execution where you can do it where you're having more of like, dry aging of like, that kind of thing. Once you're adding all these fillers, I think the technique is going to matter more than the quality of the beef.
Yeah.
If one has a higher fat content, that'll help, but you can kind of make that up with a meatball by adding more cheese and things like that.
We did the panade. We did like the actual bread soaked in milk on this too. So
Oh
it should
yeah,
be-
I mean that one
tried to adjust.
definitely just texturally is better. Let me make sure it's not a one-off.
We were just
So
lamenting
you got
the
some
fact that I-
full. Is that bread cubes just still not fully incorporated in
There's
this?
mush in there.
Can we show that to camera?
I've never gotten to show my wife my true meatball power, and I'm kind of bummed about it.
Well, your wife never seen the inside of your balls. Okay.
I'm not mad about it. That's a good meatball right there, dude.
Yeah, there's some. I can't tell if it wants more salt or if that's a path down to a worse place. But it is spaghetti and meatballs. Boy, you guys so far.
I don't feel very good about my spaghetti, so this is looking rough for me.
If it's is the garlic bread, the meatball, and the spaghetti all equal power in this,
No. This is a
or is the meatball heavily weighted in favor?
I think this is a journey of discovery. I don't feel like I'm in competition with you, and maybe I'm saying that just because I seem to be losing right now if we were in competition.
what's that term that I'm looking for? Where the sum is equal to
The whole
Whatever.
is
Nose
not
confused.
equal to the sum of the parts.
the buca is not the beppo. That's not a very good tomato,
Whoa.
in my opinion. The tomato itself,
What's too
it's a little No, I love acid and tomato. It's a little tinny tasting to me.
Oh, these did come from a can.
Oh, I'm familiar.
Yes.
I use canned tomatoes all the time.
It was also a brand that I had actually never used. But
That
it
is
was,
definitely not Bianco di Napoli, as far as I can tell.
No, this was a $9 can of tomatoes, though.
Those Italians, they will,
What I said.
they will steal your money in a heartbeat and throw a government label on it to trick you into thinking it's okay.
Absolutely. How else do you feel about the Italians?
Look,
Let's talk about it.
They've invented some great things, but it is a heavily corrupt government. I get that this is a cheaper tomato, but I actually think I like the flavor more.
That's interesting.
This spaghetti tastes like a better executed, like cheapo went to a Kroger, threw together a quick dinner.
Yeah.
This meatball is superior. Man, I wish I could. Well, I can do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, that's a tremendous use of free will. Am I right? Kids are saying that these days. You know about that?
This is the winner. Give me these meatballs with this spaghetti and these better executed bad tomatoes and the better garlic bread. You can.
I don't even know which ball is which. I'm just hungry.
I think we're learning a valuable lesson here that the real winner here is the power of friendship.
I think that's what
When Josh and I combine our work and work together
Yeah.
versus apart, we create something beautiful.
The other argument is if you guys combine your powers, you could make the worst plate of spaghetti and meatballs in the world.
It's over here.
Yeah.
It tastes like aluminum and wet white bread. Like really, I mean, so the higher quality beef, it was actually a denser grind, which typically I don't want for a meatball.
Yeah.
But yeah, that like cheap 73-27 beef did
Yeah.
just kind of come across mealy.
If I was at a restaurant, I would rather be served this and not eat the meatballs.
Noah, dude, thank you so much, man.
Thank you guys very much.
Bye. Everyone, check out his book, Grill Time. Subscribe to his Substack. You got anything else to plug?
I mean, there's always stuff. Barbecue smokeout on Taste Made. Thanks, guys. This was a blast.
Appreciate you. See you all next time.
Get more Mythical Kitchen in your inbox. Sign up for our newsletter now at mythical.com/mknewsletter.